I'm starting my project on Bloom's Taxonomy of Learning. My goal is to create a theory film by the time I finish. And I'm just going to share some of my thinking and the process that I use to go about this. The first step in the project is just to start. Just sit down at the computer and type your theory name into Google and see what comes up. And this is what I did. And here's what I found out so far. I created a Word document. I saved it in my Dropbox. And I've started just dragging things from websites, putting the URL at the top, and then copying and pasting direct things from websites, including images, etc., just to start getting my feet wet and trying to answer the question, what exactly is this thing I'm supposed to research? So here I have copied and pasted a few just basic definitions to help me wrap my brain around it. I'm going to look for repeated references first, and that just simply means repetition of a term or an idea. On two separate websites, in the definition I see that taxonomy, which is part of the theory, Bloom's taxonomy, it means a classification or a classification system. So that word classification has come up twice now. So I know it's important, and I need to ask myself some questions like, all right, well, what exactly does that word mean? And how can I think about the definition in terms of further exploration of what Bloom's taxonomy is? So I went to dictionary.com, and gosh, you have to love American dictionaries sometimes. Classification, the act of classifying. Thanks. I scrolled down and saw the British dictionary definition, and it said, systematic placement in categories. So much more helpful. Thank you, Brits. Early on, we learn about classifying by putting different organisms into categories, or types of rocks into categories. And even the Dewey Decimal System in the library teaches us a little bit about how they've divided all the books in the library into different categories. Through my study so far, I have learned that Bloom's taxonomy has something to do with categories, and there is this triangle to represent the different categories that are discussed in Bloom's taxonomy. And I've learned that they go from most simple on the bottom to most complex at the top. So now I need to start thinking about these particular words, from remembering to understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. And I now know that these all have to do with teachers helping students think on deeper levels. So it's about critical thinking and helping students learn at a deeper and more complex level.